Hi, this is Michaela with TechWise Academy, and today we're looking at a make your own present drop game on Scratch Junior. And I have a completed example, and then I will show you the code and explain the code that makes the game work. And just before we start, the present, the timer, this point tracker, the up arrow, which this is the points and this is the point tracker, and the house, those are all custom sprites. So those are sprites that were not included in the Scratch Junior library, but that I made myself. So, and this little star, this one was included in the Scratch library. And this doesn't have to be a star, it could just be any object that can receive code. So when I press the green flag, the house will start to move, and when I click on the present will fall. If the present hits the house, then I will get a point. And the reason I get a point is because if the present bumps into the house, in this case, oops, I missed. If the present bumps into the house, then it will send a red letter, and then the point tracker gets the red letter, and it moves over one space to the right. I also have my timer going. My timer is programmed to be a minute-long timer. And then if the timer were to go all the way back to the top, I would go to the you lose screen. So hopefully I'm able to win this game. That would be great. I did also make this game a little bit harder and unpredictable because I, as the game designer, like my game to be a little bit more unpredictable. And so the house does disappear and show up and become different sizes. So I was able to get 7 points before the timer expired. So I was able to get the you win sign. If I did not, so if I went back, it looks like I had about maybe 10 or so seconds, give or take, maybe a little bit less. If I did not get the code, I would have gone to the you lose one. So this is a custom background. There's no code on this one, as well as this. This is also a custom background. So we're going to start with the gift. And you'll know it's the gift because it has a picture of a gift, and then the yellow box is around the gift as well. So when I tap the gift, it will set its speed to fast. It will move down 11 spaces, and then it will go back to the starting position. This one, I have it going down 11 spaces. Oops, let me hit restart. I have it going down 11 spaces because if I were to hit the grid, Scratch Junior has the present at height 13, and it has the house at height 3. That's where it's kind of placed it. That's where the computer is reading it. And I know that 13 minus 3 is 10, so I could have had it go down 10 spaces, but I wanted to make sure that the present actually hit the house and that it was going to go down just a little bit further than what was necessary. So this code just says when I tap on the present, set its speed to fast, move down 11 spaces, and then go back to the start. You want to have the present in the starting position because otherwise it'll go back to wherever. So if I had the present here and then I added this block to my code, the present would go to this spot first. So make sure that you have your gift in the starting spot and then add this code. When the present runs into something, it will hide and then send a red letter. And the only thing that the present can run into is this house. So it's not going to run into the timer, the point tracker, the star, or the points. It's not going to run into any of that. The only thing it could hit is the house itself. And it sends a red letter. And we'll talk about who gets that red letter in just a second. So this one is when the green flag is clicked, it shows up. So now with this red letter, so we've closed this letter, so we're sending it out. Somebody is going to open this red letter. That somebody is going to be the point tracker or this up arrow right here. So every time the house bumps in, every time the gift bumps into the house, it will send a red letter. And every time this character or the point tracker gets the red letter, it will move over one space. The code on the house, honestly, don't let it intimidate you because everything over here, from here over, this is just extra code just to make it a little bit more unpredictable. This would be the code that you would need to complete the game. It just says when I click the green flag, set my speed to normal, and then move 17 spaces to the left, and then send myself an orange letter and do that forever. I have it going 17 spaces because 18, and I wanted it to go over to space 1. 18 minus 1 is 17. This makes it show up and hide, so it will, when I press the green flag, it will hide, and then it will wait for 1 second, and then it will show itself up, and then it will wait for 1 second, and then it will do that forever. while I press the green flag, so these three lines of code are all happening at the exact same time, it will wait for 1.5 seconds. It will then make itself 6 sizes smaller. It'll wait, make itself 6 sizes bigger, wait, and then go back to its normal size. And then when it gets this orange letter that it sends to itself, so when it gets all the way over here, it will then change its speed to fast. The timer, this is a minute timer, so when I press the green flag, it will wait 5 seconds and then turn, but it will do that 12 times. So 12 times 5 is 60, that's 60 seconds, that's 1 minute. So this just says wait 5 seconds and then turn, which is why it looks like a clock moving, and then do that 12 times. If the timer gets back to the start, it'll go to the you lose background. Helpful hint on this, these are your backgrounds. Scratch Junior allows you to have 4. Go ahead and create your background first. So if I wanted a new background, I would delete this character by pressing and holding. I would go up to the backgrounds and I would click that, the blank paste paper, and I would click the paintbrush. I'm actually going to delete this. And then the points don't have any score. They're more of just a visual effect for the player. The point tracker we've actually talked about, it just moves to the right every time the gift bumps into the house. And then the star will wait until it is bumped or something runs into it, and then it will go to the you win background. So it will go over and the star is just waiting. The only thing that is going to bump the star is the point tracker. So once the player gets 7 points, the game is over and the player has won. So I hope you have a wonderful time creating a present drop game in Scratch Junior, and definitely let us know, what did you change? Did you make the present drop faster? Did you make it drop slower? How long was your timer? How many points did the player have to get? All of those fun details, definitely let us know, and we will see you all later. Thank you.